We are still watching a really pronounced supercell thunderstorm in the eastern part of Kentucky.
Just north of West Liberty, a very dangerous tornado likely to be in progress.
The 2012 tornado season started out with a bang. The most severe tornado we responded to this year was in the mountains of Kentucky, where a small city was literally wiped off the map. We were able to help clear roads, provide emergency lighting, clear debris around the hospital, and make a difference in one of the most devastating tornadoes that struck the United States this year. Now that we're just getting into June, the tornado season should be winding down, and we've got to start getting ready for hurricane season. One of the biggest differences between hurricanes and tornadoes is the flooding that occurs. We've responded to some major flood events in the last few years, like Cranston, Rhode Island, and Nashville, Tennessee, where whole cities were destroyed. I can tell you from experience, dealing with floods is the most dangerous thing that the first response team does. Water is extremely unpredictable and extremely dangerous, and there's just so many ways that you can get hurt. You need the right training and the right gear to be able to make a difference and help people out. We've got a hovercraft for water rescue and evacuation, and a ram to pull the hovercraft around the community and also scout out the areas that we're actually going to have to work in. Cranston, Rhode Island was a really neat experience because we were welcomed by the fire chief. He saw our resources, knew that he needed a hand, and welcomed us into his community and put us to work right away. In fact, he even gave us a firefighter to work with 24 hours a day. So as the 911 calls came in, we were able to get that info right away and respond to one 911 call after the other.
Any business that's underwater, they have to leave.
All right, let's get ready to launch. One of the first calls we went to was to try to secure a tractor trailer that was floating down a river, heading towards a bridge, that if it hit the bridge, it would have actually taken the bridge out and disconnected two cities. And we had to go out there and literally cut a hole in this tractor trailer so that it would sink and stop floating down the river. There were hundreds of cars under the water, and we had to find out if anybody was in them. So we broke out our underwater cameras and went from car to car, looking through the windows and making sure there was no one stranded in those cars. The water rose so quickly that it actually trapped people and even some animals in their homes. There was one home we knew there was a cat inside. We had to swim into the home and go from room to room looking for the cat. Sure enough, we found the cat in a basket, floating in a closet. The owner was so moved when he was able to hold his cat once again.
You made it. Yes, you made it. I know you're scared. I know.
When Hurricane Irene hit the East Coast, we decided to respond to a small city in New Jersey. Oftentimes in hurricanes, people don't want to leave their homes. It's really what they have in this life, and they don't want to leave it. And a lot of times we need to go in and evacuate those people who decided not to evacuate.
We got to let these people know that there's a voluntary evacuation, and so we're handing out these flyers. You can already see there's water around these people's house, so we got to let them know hopefully they're not there.
Hurricane Irene brought in so much flood water that hundreds of people were stranded in their homes. We went from home to home and literally took an inventory of what homes had people in them and how many people were in each home. So when the National Guard arrived, they knew which homes to go to and how many people to expect. During the 2012 hurricane season, we're going to do things a little differently this year. We've gone through 5 different water rescue programs. We've got a new hovercraft that's a little more powerful than our last one, and we've got some great new water rescue gear that we're looking to put to good use. And even though we hope people don't need our help, if they do, we're going to be there.